The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Hello and welcome to the Phil's Gang Radio Show, coast to coast, the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Happy Friday to you. My name is Alex Scott. Phil has the day off from the radio show, which is a good thing. You know, he needs to take some time off once in a while. Joining us today is the Phil's Gang Director of Education, Steve Celeste. How are you, Steve?
Hey, Alex, I'm doing good, brother. Glad to be here as usual. And, hey, what are we doing on Friday?
What we do every Friday, try to take over the world.
Taking some profits.
Well, same difference, I guess.
Absolutely.
But the big topic for this week, all across the mainstream media board, has been inflation. How the surge of inflation is affecting Americans, mainly poor and middle class Americans, and how we are affected at the gas pumps, the grocery stores, housing, and so much more. Plus, a shortage of workers in the job force, in the job market, is also taking its toll on Americans through goods and services, and all this just before the holidays. Of course, there are so many variables to the inflation that middle class America is feeling, but Jason Furman, an American economist and professor at Harvard University, John F. Kennedy School of Government, and a senior fellow at the Peterson Institute for International Economics and White House Chief of Staff, do not see it that way. Most of the economic problems we're facing, inflation, supply chains, etc., are high-class problems. We wouldn't have had them if the unemployment rate was still 10%. We would instead have had a much worse problem, Furman tweeted. And White House Chief of Staff Ronald Klain retweeted shortly after he retweeted Furman's tweet. So according to them both, inflation is a high-class problem, implying that, one, there is a lower class, well, at least lower than themselves. And two, it also implies that Biden and his administration are doing what they said they were going to do, go after the rich. But most Americans know this is a lie.
God, this is ridiculous. I can't believe this. Over $100 to fill my tank.
Prices are too high as it is, so it's not a good situation.
And I don't understand why we have these prices going high. I don't understand. It's costing me $140 to fill up my truck, and it's just taking me apart.
We have seen gas go up at the pumps by over 50% this year. Crude oil from around $40 to $45 a barrel to over $80 a barrel. And a lot of this has to do with Biden killing the Keystone Pipeline. And now we're paying $80 a barrel to Putin and OPEC, which is the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries for our oil. OPEC consists of 13 countries, which half of those countries hate America, such as Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Libya, Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, and so on. OPEC, I don't know if you knew this or not, Steve, has also been accused of being a criminal organization, but that's a different story.
Indeed.
Yeah. So we are no longer producing crude oil like we were when President Trump was in office. We were oil independent, and now under Joe Biden, we are not. Natural gas is a huge problem right now. It's skyrocketed. And Europe is feeling the impact more than us here in the United States. And as I said earlier, just in time for the holidays and the winter season. Isn't it amazing how prices go up around this time of year? And of course, it's cause and effect. The Biden administration is causing these economic failures, and the effect is going to be devastating to the American people. And since we are a world economic leader, the United States is a world economic leader, the effect will be felt worldwide as it already is feeling it. And this is around the world. You know, we gotta live outside the box here and look around once in a while. Now, if you're a Phil's Gang member, and I need you to check my numbers on this, Phil had his members get into oil when no one was buying oil. No one wanted oil, said it wasn't worth it. So if you're a gang member, you know that Phil got in around November of 2020 last year, took profits, then got back in. You know how the system works. But most recently, we waited till the breakout in, I think it was September, around 2174. And what is oil at right now, Steve?
Okay, so oil right now is at, give me 1 second, we're at about 24.79 on our Pro 2 chart.
So that's about a 15% return.
That sounds about right, Alex.
Yeah. Now, not everybody made 15%. Not they may have made less, they may have made more, but on average, we made about 15%. So that's just one example. And making profits like this is what's going to make a huge difference when inflation and taxes start going higher than what they already are. And remember, the administration is not going to tax the middle class. All these proposed bills with giant price tags on them are already paid for. And they have a plan to tax the rich, but yet inflation couldn't be a more obvious tax. People say, what? You know, you think the wealthy are feeling the inflation like the middle class and the poor are? Inflation is a form of tax, period. We were lied to as usual.
That's exactly right, Alex. It is just a hidden tax that, they just don't call it a tax, but that's what inflation is. It is absolutely a tax on the middle class.
So you have to think to yourself, what do we do when prices rise, when we have inflation? The prices of goods and commodities are going up. And you start feeling it. And Phil puts it in a way that I think everyone can understand, is when people they sit down and they do their bills and they start having to make choices such as, what am I going to pay? Am I going to pay my credit card bill? Am I going to pay my mortgage? Am I going to eat? Am I going to pay my electric bill? When you have to start making those choices, it's incredibly difficult, because you understand now what inflation truly is, where the price of everything is going up, but the wages are not going up, and we're seeing that continuously. So go to philsgang.com. We have a solution for everyone. Whether you're trading now and you've been in the stock market and trading for 40 years, or you're just getting started and you want to trade in the stock market. As a matter of fact, we have a program which Steve heads up, which is the Working Investor Program. You cannot go wrong with it. So go to philsgang.com and click on Get Started. You'll see the Working Investor Program. Join free for 10 days. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership in the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hello and welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. My name is Alex Scott, sitting in for Phil Grande, and today we are discussing inflation and the effects of inflation. And I'll be honest, most people do not know what inflation truly is. They know that inflation drives the cost of goods up, and most people know that inflation is not a good thing, yet few realize how inflation is good for the wealthy. Now, I came across this article earlier today, and it's a good article. It gets straight to the point here, and the gentleman's name is Don Kale, and he wrote this for the registerguard.com. And keep in mind, Don wrote this back in May of this year. Lefty advocates for social justice are calling for massive new government spending. They would fund this expansion by taxing the rich and corporations or by deficit spending. The national debt is already at heights not seen since World War II. Corporate America so far has been unfazed. The stock market, in particular, doesn't seem bothered by proposals to increase capital gains and estate tax rates. The market is up more than 10% since the first of the year, and April was its best month yet in 2021. It would be as lovely as it is unlikely that the 1%ers were taking this leftward trend in stride, admitting to the rest of America that they have done obscenely well in recent years. Lovely, but unlikely. So what explains this particular dog not barking? The government is pouring money into American pockets. Direct stimulus checks have been sent. Monthly checks for young families are on their way. Increased subsidies for health care, child care, elder care, infrastructure repair, and internet access have all been promised. Pumping trillions into the economy so quickly brings one large risk, and that is inflation. Inflation could awaken from its generational slumber. Consumer prices have been relatively stable since Jimmy Carter left the White House. Those who lived through double-digit inflation in the 1970s have forgotten how bad it was. We bought things that we didn't need because they would be more expensive later. Our paychecks got fatter, but the money didn't go further. Isn't that the truth? It felt like we were running up an escalator heading down. Sustained efforts barely kept consumers even. Rental rates rose. Mortgages were expensive. Sticker shock was a way of life. Who benefits most when the inflation dragon starts breathing fire under our feet? Those whose income doesn't rely on their wages. The asset class sees their net worth grow while inflation shrinks the buying power of the working class. That's exactly what's happening today. Stocks and equity become more valuable. They also become less attainable for those without them. Interest rates rise when inflation returns. Banks pay higher interest to depositors who have, and let me start this again. Banks pay higher interest to depositors who have, and mortgages cost more than those who have not. The rich get richer and the poor get more numerous. Our economic system has extended a new sop to the working class since 1980. Retirement funds and IRAs have invested heavily in stock market equities. Workers are now promised a slice of the equity pie, but it's more like a few crumbs per person from the incredible wealth being created. Say you get a whopping 10% raise at your job. How likely will your boss give you the same raise again next year and the year after that? Meanwhile, your landlord can increase your rent substantially year after year. Wage increases don't occur easily or accrue easily. Asset values do. Consumer spending reductions may be continuous, but asset appreciation compounds. Once inflation is added to our calculations, closing the wage gap may actually widen the wealth gap. Addressing this possible future inequity will require some bold new thinking. Well then, welcome to Phil's Gang. So the whole point of this is it's almost as if now keep in mind this was back in the 1970s he's describing, but it sounds all too familiar, and it's almost as if they're reading from the same playbook constantly. I mean, we're seeing numbers and things happening and moving that we were seeing back in 2008. It's like having two football teams, right? But you have a generation gap, and the coach is like, hey, you remember that play that was ran from this team about 15, 20 years ago? Well, since there's that generational gap there, let's go ahead and run the same play. It seems to work every single time. And to me, that's what's going on. It's the same playbook each and every time. It's the same thing all over again. History repeating itself. So once again, what do we do about that? As this man says, Don Kale, addressing this possible future inequity will require some bold new thinking. And there's no time like the present, right now. I mean, the way to make money through inflation is through the stock market, but don't wait. Don't do it until it's too late. All right, to where your bank account's depleted, and you have to make those decisions. Where do I pay my credit card? Do I pay my grocery bill? Do I put gas in my car? Do I eat? I mean, these are questions that you shouldn't have to ask yourself. If you go to philsgang.com, and there on the homepage, you'll see a button that says Get Started. Click that. It'll take you to our products, but you're mainly concerned about the working investor system, okay? And that's for people that don't have the time to continuously watch their stocks. Once you click on that, you get 10 days for free. If you have any questions, give us a call. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. My name is Alex. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
See all those trailers right there? Well, see those big green things behind all those trucks? I am in Tacoma, Washington. I have watched those cranes all day and not a single one of them has moved. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 major cranes at this massive port. Not a single one of them has moved today. All these trucks right here, right there, all these trucks out here, all of them are waiting for a load. They are sitting here doing nothing because the ports aren't working. So don't think that it's because of a driver shortage. It's not. These guys need work. The freight's sitting right there. Cranes aren't operating. So that's the truth.
That was Chazman52, who is in fact a truck driver. And he's stating that there is no driver shortage. Like you're being told, you're being lied to by the mainstream propaganda machine. There is not a driver shortage, according to him, because they want to go to work. The audio that you just heard is accompanied by a video of this man walking through a lot full of semi-trucks and cranes. I'm assuming that is some sort of a warehouse or a pickup station. I'm not a truck driver. I don't know. But there's something going on here. So hello and welcome back to Phil's Gang. My name is Alex Scott. Phil took the day off from the radio show. Happy Friday to you. And now because of this video, I really want to know what is going on. Is this being done on purpose or what? Is there a truck driver shortage or not? And I don't want to get into conspiratorial theories and all that. We're not going to talk about Bigfoot on this show. So, but this needs to be addressed. I mean, seriously. And to get a better perspective, I reached out to a couple of members of ours today who are truck drivers. I haven't heard back from them yet, but hey, Ronnie, if you're listening, give us a hand here. Give us a shout, man. And also, Steve, my wife and I put a deposit on a dining room set back in early June. I believe it was June 8th, and we are still waiting for the dining room set. And I called them many times to get an update. You know, I'm working for them now, by the way. They don't call me. They don't communicate. They don't contact me. And the estimated delivery time of I just want to find out what's going on.
What kind of dining room set is it, Alex?
Well, it's the one that takes forever to get to my house. And it's always the same answer.
I mean, what are they growing the tree for you? Or
I think
what's
so.
Going on?
Yeah, they got to fell the tree. They got to, cure the wood. They got, build the thing. And I get the same answer from these people. They don't know. They check with the manufacturer of the furniture. And what the funny thing is, it's the manufacturers here in America, the Carolinas or Kentucky or somewhere, and we're still waiting. I'm a patient guy, but come on.
Well, I was going to suggest that it might be sitting in one of those shipping containers at the port. It's just not being moved.
So the furniture is not in a shipping container somewhere in a California bay. No. It's here in the States, and of course we're still waiting, brother. But hey, enough of that. Let's get into some stocks, shall we?
The Phil's Gang Stock Corner.
And this is where the director of education here at Phil's Gang, Steve Celeste, shines. And I got to tell you, I'm going to boast about you, man. It's Friday. It should be Fun Day Friday. I hate being so negative all the time, man. It just starts to get to me after a while. But we get so many. I even get emails to tell you that you do such a great job. You are an excellent teacher, and also you know how to trade and make profits in the stock market. So let's look at some stocks, my brother.
All right, my friend. Well, okay, so when I'm looking at my charts every day, I need to, kind of go through, and the first thing I do is I start looking for particular patterns that you'll learn those patterns when you're here at Phil's Gang. Okay, but pattern recognition is everything. Okay, it's not what are they saying on CNBC or what are they saying over at Fox Business or Bloomberg or whatever. Okay, I go through my charts and I look through my stock list and I look for the stocks that are doing the best. And right now, through a lot of manipulation, right, and so on, you've got the banks that are trying to break out due to earnings, which are basically rigged. And then you've got the big tech stocks also competing right now. Usually what happens is you take the 10-year bond. If the 10-year bond yield is going up, then the banks will go up because the banks like the big 10-year, or they like higher rates is what I'm trying to say here. And, of course, the big tech stocks like lower rates. But for some reason, when the when the rates were going up, they were both going up. And at the same time, when the rates were going down, they were both still going up. So it tells us that there's something going on here. So to get to the point, just keep an eye on your ETFs like the Qs, QQQ, and your SPYDER, SPY. Keep an eye on stocks like Apple and Microsoft. Just kind of keep your eye on them. But that doesn't mean chase them. That doesn't mean buy them. Because let me tell you, Apple okay, is in a downtrend. And that's what we do here. Okay, we have to recognize trend, because your trend is your friend. It's telling you the long-term direction of your stock. Now, short-term, it's going up, but the long-term is down. And what that means is, when it goes up today, right, it's up slightly today to 144.52, but you can come in on Monday and find it down around 138 if you're not careful. So you don't chase this up because the trend is down.
Yeah, that's right. And I want to make everyone aware, our listeners, just in case if you're not a Phil's Gang member, this is what Steve does on a daily basis. He walks you through what we're doing through our portfolio. And we also go through stocks that, we're not suggesting that you get into every stock that we talk about. The reason why we do that is to give you choice. We're always, trying to get a bird's eye view of the market to see what certain stocks are doing, the best stocks at that. Phil is a maniac. He wakes up at, I don't even know. I don't even know if the guy sleeps, but he begins his day watching the European markets because, everything is relevant. It's a one world economy. So one economy will affect another. So he's watching the European markets at 3:30 in the morning to see how our markets are going to play out, because there is a correlation there. And Steve will walk you through the working investor every day the market's open, and he's telling you exactly what to do. Whether he's telling you to go long, to hold, or run like hell, he's there for you every step of the way. As a matter of fact, I think that you're doing really well through some of your acquisitions there, or at least some of your, some of your positions. Am I correct, Steve?
Well, I always do pretty good, Alex. I mean, currently I average about 40%, but I mean, I've had lesser trades, and I've also done really well. I've done some trades that were well over 100%. So it just really all depends on when you get in and when you get out. And we always try to be on the right side of the trade, and 99% of the time we are.
Well, in the last 10 seconds here, I'm going to tell everybody to go to philsgang.com. Click on the Get Started button. Click on Working Investor. It's free for 10 days. Nobody does that. Everybody loves free, okay? We'll be right back, and we'll talk about some more stocks maybe.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days, philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hello and welcome to the Phil's Gang Radio Show, coast to coast, the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Happy Friday to you. My name is Alex Scott. Phil has the day off from the radio show today. And today, being Friday, Phil records a YouTube video every Friday, and it's part of a series called 2021 Stock Market Crash Starting to Unfold. And it's very informative. It's a very informative series on how and why the market is going to crash. It's a must-watch series. The videos are about 8 to 10 minutes long, so don't miss out this evening. We upload the video to our YouTube channel about 6 to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you know what to do. Click like, share, and subscribe. Also, click the notifications button so when we upload a new video, you will get that notification to stay informed with Phil's Gang. The radio show is on our channel as well, so you can do the same thing. Phil's Gang is on a lot of social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and more. So go check us out on social media as well. This entire show that we're doing today, we've been talking about inflation and just how dangerous it is to our economy, our way of life worldwide, and how it seems that inflation is being engineered to wipe out the middle class and create more wealth for the 1%ers and the 1/10 of the 1%ers. So Phil's talked about this on a few shows, but instead of being concerned about inflation, Joe Biden's number one concern is climate change. That should sound very familiar to those who remember Al Gore. So Al Gore, this cut that I'm going to play is Al Gore speaking at the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Copenhagen, Denmark, December 14th, 2009. Now keep that in mind right there. 2009.
There is a 75% chance that the entire North Polar ice cap during some of the summer months could be completely ice-free within the next 5 to 7 years.
2009, 5 to 7 years. Now, Al Gore also predicted...
And Joe Biden might be a genius.
Well, do you remember Al Gore? He predicted that we had 5 years left back in 2006. And if you go online, they scrub the Internet of Information anymore, and they're saying, no, all these fact checker sites, they're saying, no, Al Gore never said that. But in his 2006 documentary, The Inconvenient Truth, he said that. We had 5 years left. And Joe Biden has grabbed that narrative and ran with it. This was at one of the presidential debates with President Trump. So take a listen.
Climate change, global warming, is an existential threat to humanity. And we're told by all the leading scientists in the world we don't have much time.
And this was President Trump's reply.
$6,500 will be taken away from families under his plan, that his plan is an economic disaster. If you look at his plan, his environmental plan, you know who developed it? AOC plus 3. They know nothing about the climate.
That's right. We were warned about this. We were warned about it, that the far left would be taking over and running Joe Biden and basically telling him what to do. That kind of seems what everyone's asking, who's running the country? Because it most certainly isn't Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. And President Trump was right. I mean, it's happening. And yes, Joe Biden is handing out dates. You're gonna hear the date 2025 and 2030 a lot. We've been hearing it a lot already. And anyone giving out dates has an agenda. And notice how the ones pushing the climate change agenda no longer use the term global warming. Why is that? Can you answer that one for me, Steve?
Well, yeah, climate does not necessarily mean the weather.
Well, not only that, but let's think about it in terms like this, okay? It's a play on words, of course. They no longer call it global warming anymore because it's based on pseudoscience. If it's snowing, think about it. If it's snowing somewhere where it's typically not supposed to be snowing, you can't call it global warming. It wouldn't make sense. But if you call it climate change, well, it's easier to peddle. And I mean, imagine a conversation here, okay? It's, yes, you're right. It's not supposed to be snowing this time of year. No, it's supposed to be 65 degrees today. And, oh my God, it's climate change. See what I mean? Doesn't it have a better effect than just saying global warming?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it feels like October.
And here's the kicker. If we tax everyone half to death and they give up their rights and change their entire way of life and existence, we can stop it. So whether climate change exists or not, they have politicized it, they have weaponized it, they have commercialized it. And anyone who disagrees with it is a climate change denier. You become an enemy. So I guess their point is do not disagree with us.
Hard not to.
No, not with all that. I mean, it's pretty much entertainment for them. I mean, it's just a big show. Let's see how much time we got here. We got a few minutes left. We can talk about other stuff. We can be happy, right? We can talk about how we've made profits in the stock market and how we're doing in the stock market. How are we doing in the stock market, Steve?
Hey, we're always doing good, Alex, and we're always on the right side of the trade. I was trying to go into that a little bit in the last segment. The reason why is because of our color-coded chart, our color-coded technology that lets us know when the big money is going into the stock. So if the stock's green, right, if our candles are green, we know the big institutional buyers are pumping their money into that stock, so we buy it, right? Why would we go out of it if they're going into it? And at the same time, when they're coming out of it, it turns red. So why would we buy it when they're getting out of it? You always follow the money. We're always on the right side of the trade. So when you ask me a question like, how are we doing in the stock market? We're always doing well.
Of course we are. But it's just great to have that conversation. I love the color-coded charts. It's Friday. I think our brains know that. I was having the same difficulty with that word, color.
It's a tongue... what do you call it? It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, color-coded charts.
It's a color-coded tongue twister.
Yeah, it's like algorithm. So,
speaking of Al Gore, he needs some rhythm.
Yeah, right? One of the things that I loved is that you had made a suggestion in regards to there's a button that you can turn on, and it's a call to action. It's an indicator. So it's like a stoplight. So of course on green you go, on red you stop. But with the color coded charts that we use, green you go long, and then red you short. But if the data comes through and the algorithm reads that you need to slow down, it will actually turn yellow. I think it's brilliant.
Some smart guy came up with that one.
Yeah, like I said, you have all the credit in the world for that one, brother. I thought it was awesome.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. But I think we're closing out here. And this is a kind of a long close. If I mess it up, I mess it up. But go to philsgang.com, click on Get Started. I'm gonna say that over and over and over again until you go there, because it's free for 10 days. If you have any questions, you can call us. You're gonna talk to one of us. You can talk to Steve, me, Autumn, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264, and get it free for 10 days. That's right. That's the program and the chart. So go to philsgang.com, and everyone have a happy, safe, fun weekend.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at